Seller leads are the name of the game, and we constantly hear make video to get seller leads, make videos to get seller leads. But what we don't hear nearly as much of is what videos should you be making in order to get seller leads. In today's video, that's exactly what I'm going to be covering. I'm sharing the top 5 videos you should make in order to get seller leads. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about building your real estate business without ever making a cold call, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell for notifications so that you'll never miss a video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I'm sharing the top 5 videos you should be making in order to get seller leads. And first on that list is how to prepare your home for sale in whatever your city is. So you want to share in this video all of the details that go into preparing a home for sale, but do it in an outline form. So don't go into who they need to contact for vendors or what exact repairs they need to make. You just want to say, power wash or landscaping. And then what you're going to do from there is make an offer within the description of your video, or if you're posting it on Facebook, include it in your post. And within that, you want to make them an offer of, click this link, and that's going to take them to a landing page that's very easy for you to make and get a checklist. So offer them a checklist on how to prepare their home for sale, and create that checklist so that it includes more details than what you put in your video. You want to dangle that carrot and make them an offer so that then you can capture their contact information, because in order to get that checklist, they're going to have to make it a requirement at a minimum to give you their email. I'm 50-50 on whether or not you should ask for a phone number. I typically do not at that stage, but absolutely make sure you capture their email so that you can get those seller leads. Next is market updates, and you want to be putting out a video every single month, maybe multiple videos depending on how your market is segmented, but you want to do this every single month. It's one thing to make a pretty graphic on Canva with the basic market stats, but you are taking it to another level when you are consistently putting out videos on what is happening in your market. And it can be a market update, in terms of, say, your city and just giving the stats. But I find it's also beneficial, and this gives you another piece of content, to also make a video on what the market is doing in your general area, whether it's a seller's market, is it a buyer's market, what do you predict is coming down, in the next month or so. Really go into the details of what is happening in your market. And the reason for that is it gives you such a fantastic opportunity to showcase your knowledge. You know what's happening in your market. You are immersed in it and operate within it every single day. And you can take that knowledge and share it through video. One, you're providing value, but 2, you're giving people a chance to get to know you and then contact you when they're ready to transact. The next video you want to make is, when is the best time to sell your house in your city? And what happens with this is a lot of homeowners, when they are just starting to think about selling, which is when you want to be in front of them, they're going to be curious about when is the best time to sell in Alexandria, in my case, or, Miami or Nashville, wherever you are. That's what you want to include in your title, because 1, it's very local content, and 2, it gives you an opportunity to put yourself in front of these homeowners who have just started thinking about selling. They probably have not spoken with an agent yet, and even if they already have an agent that they know, like, and trust, if you are continually putting out content that is appealing to them and they find value, you may find yourself with an opportunity to be able to get in front of them. And what I include with this video, same thing with preparing your home for sale, is some type of link to a landing page. Make them an offer. The goal from these videos is always to take it to the next step and get contact information from whomever is watching your videos. That's where you're actually going to get the seller leads. So it's important that you have some type of lead magnet to be able to take them to a landing page and then give them whatever you've offered in exchange for their email address. The next video you want to make is property tours. And property tours accomplish so many different things. The first one being that anybody who is considering working with you, it could be a buyer or a seller, but we're focused on sellers today. A seller that's considering working with you is going to research you. They will research you even if they're a past client of yours to see what you're currently doing. So what you can do with your property tours from other listings, or don't worry, if you don't have any listings, you could do this with a model home, reach out to the builder and set that up, or maybe you have an agent friend that would allow you to do it on one of their listings. Bottom line is you've got to get some property tours created, because what you want to do is put out a product that sellers are going to want for their home. You want them to see your property tours and go, wow, that was really great, and I want that marketing for my house. It's going to make them want to work with you more frequently than if you don't have anything out there for them to look at and you're up against an agent who does. Well, that agent already has a better foot in the door than you do. The other thing with property tours is they give you leverage. You can use a property tour, an example of one, in your pre-listing information or even at your actual listing appointment to showcase, hey, this is what we do with our listings, and actually play, I wouldn't recommend playing the whole thing, but play a snippet from a property tour that you have created for the sellers that you're meeting with, so they really get a firsthand taste of how you market your listings. The other thing with property tours is you should absolutely be in them. Not the entire time, but when you're starting the video, you want to give a good introduction that hooks someone into wanting to watch. And then as you go throughout the home, occasionally you want to turn that footage back to you. Maybe the home has a really special feature, maybe it has a water feature, or maybe it has a custom wet bar. Whatever the case is for the property, be sure to put yourself on camera to explain those special features that it has. This next one might leave you scratching your head just a little bit because it sounds counterintuitive, but stay with me. The last video that I recommend making in order to get seller leads is how to sell your home for sale by owner. And I know you're probably thinking, wait a minute, we're in real estate. We want to be selling the homes. But here's the thing. We all know the majority of homeowners that list their home for sale by owner are not successful. So you're not only coming from a standpoint of, hey, I've got the abundance mindset. I'm really not worried about these for sale by owners. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to give you some free information and provide that value, because when they're unsuccessful, and the majority will be unsuccessful, they may think of you to then be able to come in, have your listing appointment, and go ahead and list that home. But there's a process to this. It's not just a matter of putting the video up. In your video, you want to outline the steps that go into selling a home, all the way from preparation to settlement. And you want to list all of the steps, but don't go into detail. You're going to tell them what needs to happen, but you're not going to tell them how to do it. And then you're going to make an offer in your video of, I call mine a for sale by owner help kit. And what you do is make the offer of click this link and request your free for sale by owner help kit, or whatever you want to call yours, and have something put together that, one, you're capturing their email, and that's hugely important with for sale by owners, because then you can set them up on an email campaign that's providing value to them once a week. That's a video for another time, but it's very important if you are making a video on how to sell your home for sale by owner to include that offer and give them something so that you get their email and you can continue to follow up with them. I don't mean follow up with them and say, I want to list your house. That's what every other agent does, and it doesn't work. They want to know how to do it on their own, probably because they think they're going to spend more paying an agent's commission. And there's an education process that goes into it. And when you're able to show them, listen, yes, there's a commission, they're going to have to pay a buyer's agent commission most likely anyway. So we aren't talking about a massive difference in what their bottom line is going to be. And you can easily showcase to them that bring me on board. Here's what my listings sell for. Here's what we do. And I'll net you more than you can net doing it on your own. But there's a process that you have to work them through in order to get to that point. And making this video is the very first step. Listings create leverage. Listings are something that every real estate agent, I don't care if you got your license yesterday or if you've been doing this for 25 plus years, listings are something that every single agent should be going after on a daily basis. Put the time into creating these videos or property tours, or preferably both, and put yourself out there with this evergreen content that can be working for you 24/7. I hope you got some value from today's video. If you did, please consider giving me a like. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a comment below. I always love hearing from you. And until next time, I hope you take care.